Let me get this stuff out of the way here. Get these Gokus out of here. Get that up. Make sure I'm in Discord. Make sure I'm lighting up in Discord. Indeed, indeed. And I think we're good. Oh, good. I'm already in professor mode. Perhaps some fishing.
The time for fishing sim.
Fishing. For that movie. Oh,
Not
that's
much.
so nice. Side stream should be up, by the way. Ooh, another red. The game senses that it's venom in it. Ooh, nuts. You hate to see it, folks. This is how I'm gonna fund my swords, by the way. Or just more bait, if we're being honest. It's probably gonna just be more bait. More bait that then will give me more professor levels. Remember when I was still 1600 away from the professor level I wanted? Good times. Alright, we always take the third. It seems really unlikely to let you go past the third one.
Yeah, I think you're almost always guaranteed to get 3, but if you try and force your luck, you can. The line will snap.
I'm gonna throw one more, and that'll be good for a bit. I don't even let that one go. I did bad. Oh no. My fishing was suboptimal. So where is House Leader? Did I have other quests to do first? Where is not completed quests?
Bulletin board, the thing right in front of you.
Good. Herbs fit for a horse? Wait, are we talking about my Dear Force's 3 horses?
Dear
Don't worry,
goddess,
I'm here to help.
hear my prayer. Please. May I ask a favor?
Okay. Oh, right, I have a bunch of time, too. Who do I want to motivate? Who on my team needs motivation?
It won't let me close it without sharing, so hey, 31 months I guess. Time is fake.
Where do you see your, group's motivation? Is that in...
Under goals.
Okay. Okay, Listia is already doing fine. Hilda could use some motivating. Leonie just deserves some for doing so very good as of late. I guess let's see what our support conversations are. Oh man, B rank already with the nasty man.
Claude, are you aware of the most recent conflict within the Alliance?
Hello to you too, Lawrence. And you'll have to be more specific. The Alliance is always bickering over one thing or another.
Margrave Edmund is raising objections over the assignment of his troops to the eastern defenses.
If you please one noble, another will only gripe. No matter what happens, there will always be conflict.
That is just the kind of lackadaisical attitude that causes more conflict among us than necessary. Now, listen to me carefully. House Edmund may not hold much land, but the land they do control is quite rich. They also maintain a thriving port. Their influence is poised to rival even the most powerful players in the Alliance, yet they claim they cannot spare a fair share of troops? Do you find it acceptable to let such an obviously unreasonable objection stand?
It's not as though the threat of Elmira to the east has proven all that threatening of late.
Such negligence! What makes you so certain the Almirans will not attack us tomorrow? If certain dukes hold back their proper share of support, it will only serve to weaken House Goneril's hold of our eastern flank.
Calm yourself. I am well aware that the financial situation of House Edmund is quite exceptional. However, what you fail to realize is that they're lacking in troops. They're not lying when they say they don't have that many to spare. As it were, the Almirans have been nothing but peaceful since we refortified Fodlan's Locket. And are you aware that Margrave Edmund paid the majority of the costs for those repairs?
Is that so?
In fact, it's largely thanks to the skilled craftsmen he assembled that the fortress is now so impregnable. I, for one, wouldn't want to attack a fortress as formidable as that.
I do see your point. If House Edmund has already made its fair contribution, then that is all we can ask. Very well. I withdraw my objection. But even the sturdiest fortress needs soldiers to defend it. If we continue to squabble amongst ourselves, it will eventually fall.
Well, and here I thought he only cared about status. Still, if someone like him really came to lead the Alliance, it would not bode well for Elmira.
We gotta fix the nasty man, folks. Alright, who else wants to help improve the nasty man?
Lysithea, do you have a moment? There is a matter of significance I'd like to discuss with you.
I know you're always seeking the attention of ladies, but why are you wasting your breath on me?
Don't be silly. I want to discuss the future of the Alliance, to have a constructive and candid exchange of opinion.
I'm not so sure I'm the one being silly. Actually, I'm busy. Stuff
Look,
to do.
unfortunately, royalty
Now,
is gonna
hold
make
on
the
just a
world do
moment.
what the world's
House
gonna
Cordelia
do.
will never benefit from such a narrow-minded
So we gotta at least
mentality.
make sure this dipshit
I was under
isn't
the
too much of a
impression you were
dipshit.
interested in me as a person. What do house matters have to do with anything?
As it stands, the bonds between Alliance lords are quite weak. If this state of affairs persists, I'm afraid those bonds may dissolve entirely.
I couldn't care less.
House Cordelia may be small, but a small house is fettered by fewer obligations than a larger one. Apply yourselves actively in diplomacy, negotiate wisely, and you could do much to help maintain peace among the neighboring lords. The recognition of those lords would benefit your house immensely. To that end, why not start with me, the heir to House Gloucester? It couldn't hurt for us to become friends, could it?
Yes, of course, when the time comes. But right now, I'm quite busy. Maybe later. As it is, I'm studying magic for the benefit of the Alliance.
I will take my leave of
Yo.
you for now.
And
But if there is
congrats.
any way I can
Party
be of
like
help
a
to
wizard.
you or your house, I hope
For
that you won't
that.
hesitate to ask.
Gifts up.
After all, as I'm sure you know, the future of the Alliance is my responsibility.
The future, he says. As though I have a future.
Oh, do these ones take like multiple levels to attain C or something?
Hello, Marianne. You're well, I hope.
Yeah, any of the ones with the little arrows on
I
them.
cannot help but notice you do not
Generally,
look at-
because those characters have a bit more growing, like they wanted a bit more to the story, so they just have extra steps in there.
Was there something you needed?
How unseemly of me. My apologies. It is not my intention to stare.
Does something about me seem off?
Oh, not at all. I was just remembering your father. Or rather, comparing my experience of him to you. Your father, Margrave Edmund. He is one of the shrewdest nobles in all the Alliance, with a noted gift for pointed speech. On and beyond the battlefield, his words have the power to move friend and foe alike. My own father has said he would not want to make an enemy of him. Naturally, I am of the same mind. Your father is blessed with gifts of confidence and eloquence. Yet compared to him,
So where's the event where we tie the nasty man to a chair and let all the students, other houses included, shout at him?
It's just that the contrast between you and your father is striking.
I have very little in common with my adoptive father.
But he sent you to Garrick Mach. Clearly, he sees potential in you. I think I see it too. Yes, a certain charm, gravitas, if you will. Just like him. Oh.
I can't say that I know too much about him. I should be going now.
Yes, of course. Please, take care. Oh, such grace, such serenity. How could such a beauty be hiding in plain sight? With a little polish, she would shine magnificently.
Weird. Weird. Weird, nasty man. Not about it. Not about that line. Not about that line. Wasn't a bit.
Hey, Lawrence, got a minute?
Certainly. I trust
Is
you
this
well.
for Emblem?
Yeah.
great.
We're watching the
I found a
Nasty
load of
Man
old
right now.
weapons.
We're watching
Just
all the
got done
Nasty
hauling
Man
them out of
supports.
storage.
Old weapons, you say? If there are any interesting swords in there, I would love to see them.
I caught the tail end of
Might only
something
be
real
good for
creepy.
training, but with a
Yeah.
little care,
The side
who
stream's
knows?
up, by the way.
Here, have some oil.
Oh, word.
And why exactly are you giving this to me?
Like I said, they need a little care. With a bit of maintenance, some of these
I'll be
will
honest, I'm
really
down to
shine.
watch anything that is
Yes,
not
I
grown
heard you.
ups
So
today.
why did you give me the
It's for
That's my bar.
polishing, Lawrence. Don't tell
So,
me you've never polished a weapon
still
before.
better.
What?
That
Wow,
is
that's
hardly a
weirdly
task
specific.
befitting
It's
someone
almost
of
as
my
if you
station.
may have experienced this movie twice over, almost 3 times, because you had to remember it for a while.
To compliment
no.
my noble heritage.
Having to
That would be
remember
another
it was
matter.
like the most
In
painful
that
part
case,
of all.
appraise while
And it
you
was like, at
polish,
least it was
you're
with my
bound to find
friends,
something
but
good working through
it did
these.
take 2.5 hours
seems as
to
fine
cover
an
a
occasion as
1.5
any
hour
to air my
movie because we
grievances.
hated it so much.
I am a highborn noble. As such, it is my
How's it
sworn
feel
duty to
knowing that you
protect
put
the
more
common
effort
folk? I have no
into
time
talking
for
about
trivialities.
grown-ups
What's
than
more,
the
you
actors put
seem
into
to be under
acting
the
grown-ups?
misapprehension that you can order me about.
There's only
Please
one
think
person who
carefully about
acts
how
in
you
that
speak to me.
movie, and it's
I'm not
fucking
ordering
Rob
you
Schneider.
around.
I can't
And
believe
I'm not
if
talking
you're
to you as
doing
a
an
noble
analysis
either.
on who
I'm asking you
acted
to
the
help me with
best,
this.
and that's
As a
the
friend.
only
I
qualifier.
am your friend.
Rob
but I'm
Schneider is
also
in
a
first
noble.
place in that
Those two
film.
qualities are not mutually
Godlike.
exclusive.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
good. Let's get to it then, buddy.
You hate to see it happen.
It's podcast The Gundam Heroes. You can find it at Gundam_podcast on Twitter. And the episode is out tomorrow. It'll be out tomorrow morning. I have to edit it tonight. So I get to think about it a fourth
Good
time.
morning, Lysithia. Out for a stroll, are we? It's lovely weather for it. I might go wander outside myself.
You may be the
I'm sure I can see some
foremost
beautiful sights.
analyst of grown-ups in
Analyst.
2019.
Yeah, I'm an analyst of Adam Sandler.
Time for that
Hold
Ignuts
still, will you?
content.
Sure.
Every time a VA
But-
says Ignuts, take
Your
a
shoes
shot.
are untied. It looks sloppy.
By the way, if I
Let me
go
just fix it.
silent for a prolonged period of time, that's because I'm
Thank you
doing
for
work on
letting
the
me
side, and I
Really,
put
I'm perfectly capable of tying
like,
them myself.
button to talk. I
Clearly, that's not the case.
forget what the fucking term for it is,
Otherwise, this
Push to
wouldn't be
talk.
an
and I
issue.
may just forget to hit the button.
Don't worry about it. I announced it on the last episode of Gundam Wing and the Endless Waltz episode.
Thanks.
But yeah, we are doing grown-ups.
You've also got awful
It's great.
bedhead.
We also are
What?
planning on doing
But I
grown-ups
examined
too,
myself in the mirror
probably
before leaving my
down the
quarters.
line. And I
It's
already
the
know
back
what the
of your
movie is
head.
after that,
Quite
and we might drag in
unkempt.
someone
You really
else
should
to
get it
watch that
together.
one, which
I
will be
mean,
fun.
really, you're born to
they
a
suggested it,
noble-adjacent merchant
so
family,
it's their
aren't you?
fault if we watch the
You
Sex
really
and the
should be
City
more
movie.
presentable.
Sorry, Lysithia.
That's right,
You're
Paul
always
Blart
so
3,
perfectly put
Hardline.
together.
Thank God that's
In
not
fact,
real.
I'd say you're perfect in all respects. I don't think I've seen you fail at
Fucking
any-
Captioner, how did you get Paul Blart perfectly?
Even the slightest
Paul
mistake-
Blart,
I
Mall
hate
Cop.
this.
Treat me like
Paul
a
Blart,
child.
Mall Cop.
There's nothing I hate more than that.
Paul Blart,
I see. Well, I think you're very mature.
Paul Blart.
If anything, you may be overdoing it somewhat.
Ooh.
I mean, people treat me like a child sometimes, but I like it because it reminds me that other
And
people
yeah, if
care
you haven't
about
listened to the Gundam
You know,
podcast at all,
No matter
it started
how much we
with
stretch, some things are always beyond us.
Legend of the
think
Galactic
it's fine
Heroes,
to
which
be
is like a really
vulnerable and
good,
ask for
big
help
thinkies, smart
Ignite.
anime.
Are you really
And then,
lecturing me about how I conduct myself?
Then it was the G
right
Gundam,
now?
which is like a way smarter
You're a
one.
sheepish, unreliable scatterbrain who can only ever think
No,
about
G
what
Gundam
others
is like
think of
a
you.
really silly fun time. Then we did
Perhaps
Gundam
you
Wing,
should
which
worry
was
about your own maturity
sure
before
was
you
an
start
anime
questioning
that we
mine.
watched.
Although you certainly look the part of a baby.
At the end of
So
every
maybe
season,
that's
we
asking
watch
too much.
one of the
Anyway,
movies.
I've got
The
things
first
to
one
do,
being Paul
so
Blart,
I'm gonna
the second
go.
one being Paul Blart 2, which is
Why
so much
Cynthia,
worse than
wait.
Paul Blart 1.
Hey.
How? And then Grown Ups, which is
You're such a child, I
probably
swear.
worse than both of them.
That was uncalled for. After all, I am older than she is.
Man, Bolka there just got roasted.
Yeah, that's the Nasty Man. I hate him. I tried to put Nasty Man in the announcement email for this stream,
What's all this
and the Twitch
commotion?
was like,
What's happening?
this is against
been
Twitch
an accident
moderation
at the training
policies.
grounds.
And I thought at first it was because I put like church
we
bad,
gotta help
like
him
because
get
I'd put at the end, I was like church bad, because that's, you know, a
But
plot point I'm
I
coming
don't
up
know
on
how
here. And
Could really use your help before things get out of hand.
and I was like, oh,
Come
okay,
on,
I'll
hurry.
remove that. And I'll say like wizards
I don't
bad,
think it would
and then
be
it was
much
like,
help.
nope, still no good, huh?
for the
Oh,
gods'
okay.
sake.
How about
You
this? And
won't know unless
deleted
you try,
Nasty
will
Man,
you?
and it was like, all right.
Give it a shot.
That's the problem, huh?
Yeah.
Forget it. I'll go on my own. You can just stand here and stare at the wall.
Wow, she just hates everyone, huh?
I'm sorry. I can't do anything right. Oh.
Hey Matt, do you want to hate
Perhaps I took
me?
it too
Do you
far.
want to, during
What
the
are you
support
gonna do to me?
conversations, look really hard at the
Marianne,
backgrounds and pay
do you have a
attention how
minute?
they move relative to the models.
God damn it, I wasn't thinking about it.
Why?
Listen.
Ooh,
sorry.
get
Why?
Get hit.
Oh my
This
god,
was
how?
urgent, and I'll admit, I
It's
wasn't
so that they can
thinking
load these in very quickly. They're just
Yeah,
JPEGs.
It's just JPEGs. They're
hurt
not
your
loading in
feelings,
like full
didn't I?
environments because that's crazy.
No, it's
And like
fine.
it works most of the
I
time,
know
but
when to
sometimes
do
you like if you accidentally look at it a little too
But,
hard,
hey,
it's
are you sure you're all-
really
I know I need to
obvious. Like
apologize.
right here when they do this
All I
rotate
Yeah.
the camera, it just doesn't
Like,
work.
why
Also,
is
like the
that?
scale of the
I had to slow
desk.
you down.
Yes.
Yeah, why is that chair almost as tall as Cynthia?
Because Lithia's
It's all my
tiny.
fault.
That's the
It's
joke.
always my fault. The accident was probably my fault too. You're being so negative. I don't know what to say.
Oh,
So I-
hell yeah.
Oh man.
Yes,
This is the
yes.
Chungus, right?
This is the smartest
Are you
Chungus.
just getting back?
Oh my god.
Whoa, what's with the bag? It's huge.
Oh, this?
He's the big dope
I thought I'd
that
get all
every
my
so
chores
often
done at
someone
once.
asks him like a really
got a
hard
little out of
question,
hand.
just like, you
Sorry
know,
to be a
kind
pain,
of to
but
bounce
could
it
you
off
come
against the
out?
wall, not expecting an
I'm
answer,
happy
and then
to
he's just
Where'd you
gives
go
the
with all
exact
this
correct
stuff?
answer, and is like,
Well,
what?
first it was just a
It's
box wrapped
pretty
with
good.
there, and then it was the used oil from a restaurant in town. After that,
He's
it
the
was
perfect
book
kind of
the
guy
scholars
that
didn't
just
know what to
like
do with.
actually
Everything was just on
understands
the wall.
everything, but just
Whoa,
doesn't
it sounds like you did a
care
lot of
to an
running
extent.
around
Like somebody
today.
comes up and was like,
It wasn't so bad.
"Don't you hate me?" It's like,
Same
why?
time
It's
if I
like,
did it all
well,
in one
your parents died
And all
because
that
they went
out?
on like on a
Impressive.
journey for my parents, and it's
What
like,
are you gonna do with all
that
this
doesn't
stuff?
matter.
Like that's not you,
You're
Mom.
you.
Scraps
Yeah,
of
Yeah.
I don't
And I can
fucking
make
care,
soap from
man.
the oil.
Like it's
The
that's
books
not
are
you,
just to help
dog.
with my studies.
You really can't let anything go to waste, can you?
Big chillin',
Nope.
literally.
Can't stand the idea.
Who knew you were so thoughtful? I mean, with actual thinking ahead. You're so generous to everyone and always making me food. I never knew how much thought you must put into it.
I cook to relax, and it's nice seeing how enthusiastic you get about eating what I make.
And he's just
Whatever
nice
I
to
give away is
everyone,
just the stuff that
and
isn't
very
useful to me.
positively
I pick up all
reinforces
sorts of
things
things when
that
I'm in
people
town.
do that are good.
Giving things like that to people who need them or who can actually use them makes sure they aren't wasted.
Leonie
That
is
makes sense.
Chie with her hair
Gotta use
dyed
up the stuff
orange.
you've got after all.
No,
You
yeah.
think you're like this because you
I guess times were tough now that you
Like
mention
I
it.
barely know shit
folks in
about
my village
Persona, and
definitely
even
aren't
I
rich.
know
My dad had
that.
to go
Partially
through a
because
lot of
BB
trouble to
Tag,
get the
to be
recommendations
honest.
I needed
Yeah.
to attend the academy. That doesn't mean I've grown up to be stingy. It just means I don't like to squander.
Picking that game up
Anyway,
again, by the
enough of
way.
that. It's
BB
in poor
tag.
taste
It
to go
looks
on about your own
looks like it's
hardships.
been made pretty fun
I've
since
always
the
got time
patch.
for a
Like
meal with a friend,
it looks like they
and
did
it so
some
happens I picked up
pretty
some
smart
choice meat
changes.
today.
They're adding my characters to the
Now
game.
you're speaking my language.
Oh, is that so? Who are they adding?
Yeah, this game could be just as bad and I'd still be trying it again. It's probably gonna suck, but I know Hilda's been confirmed.
Okay.
And I have good reason to believe another character that I really like is gonna be put in the game. So then I'll play it for a week and then be like, man, I wish this was Eunice, and then go back to Eunice. But
I am probably gonna do something similar. I think when Gogeta comes out, I'm probably gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna fuck with Gogeta, and I am going to extremely do that, and I'm gonna fuck with Gogeta, and it's gonna be really fun to play around in the lab with Gogeta, and then I'm gonna get into one match, get locked down for an entire time by GT Goku, just tap dancing on my fucking head, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm out. I'm out again. Seacrest out. Like, I'm just.
that's the cycle.
Yeah, I'm just. I'm gonna dip again. Don't mind me. Gonna go back to Eunice, where things are fair and reasonable, and I play balanced characters like Wagner in a balanced match against other balanced characters like Batista and Phonon and
it's
Merkava.
fine.
It's fine. I realized at one point, I'm like, maybe the reason I don't think my character feels that high tier is because everyone else I play plays top tiers. It's just like, there's only one person who played a low tier character, and like, I could tell. That was like the one time where I was just kind of like, it's like, man,
It's like, oh.
Enkidu's kind of lacking in some tools, huh? Like,
Right, that's exactly the thing. Like tiers are relative. So if only high tier characters to exist, every character is going to feel like they're not that much stronger. But then you do play people playing like Mika or Enkidu is like, oh, this is what it's like to have the power of a top tier once again.
oh, I have to deliver a special letter, I guess. Where is this letter? Is that here?
Ooh.
I don't know which. Oh, is it admiring love letter?
That's a big letter.
Thanks, Professor.
That was. Okay, yeah. You're correct. I was like, that was the right thing, right? Like, I didn't just give some random kid a letter that was just like, I love you, out of nowhere. Like, I was doing a quest, I think. All right, now I gotta report both of these. Oh, the fast travel being pretty loosey-goosey in this is very good.
As I get older, fast travel becomes one of my favorite features in any video game.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, exactly right. You figured it out. Oh, my time is actually incredibly valuable, and I don't have time for products that don't respect that. Yes.
Yep.
Exactly. I would.
There's so much I need to do with my life, and it's not running across Hyrule Field.
Do you know how much Eunice I have to play to deal with this motherfucker? Do you know how much Eunice I have to play to deal with this motherfucker? Like, I ain't got time to fucking walk. Clown shit.
I didn't mean to trouble you.
All right, cool. Well, I'm just gonna pull up a guide for lost items at some point, by the way. I have no intent of trying to solve these. No thanks. However, I have 4 lunch points, and I'm gonna go have lunch with everyone.
Yes.
I'm gonna eat 4 lunches, if that's legal. I don't know if that's legal. I'm gonna find out.
Professor.
Depending on how much time you spend eating lunch, when does one of them become dunch?
It depends on how fast you're eating the lunches, but I think as soon as it, I'll say as soon as it cracks 4, you're pushing dunch.
But can you eat so much lunch that you just don't consider the next thing you're eating lunch anymore, even if it's been very fast? Is that a possibility?
I don't know, because I think I think you have to then, in that case, consider the edge case, right? Which is Kobayashi. Consider Kobayashi slamming hot dogs, or Joey Chestnut. Think about Joey Chestnut slamming hot dogs. And what to him is probably just a warm-up for you or I, regular mortals, would be, you know, it would definitely be lunch plus dunch.
Okay, so are you
telling me that you would not consider eating like 80 goddamn hot dogs dunch and lunch?
Because I definitely would. Like if you were eating them at noon,
that fool's just dunking that shit in like a minute and a half. Like he's just kind of
you're done for the day. That's all your food. You hit the food limit immediately.
Okay, so in competitive eating, if you just windmill slam an entire day's food, it just counts as you eating all of the meals regardless of time. Are we okay with this?
Right.
All right. That's mostly what I wanted to be sure about. Where is the cafeteria? I need to feed my students. I gotta invite Joey Chestnut out. There's the dining hall.
I'm glad we've got some hard science on this now.
Asking the big questions.
The people demand answers.
Dang, my students just don't like the shit they're putting on the meal here. Oh no. What are you making that Raph doesn't like? What terrible job of cooking are you doing? I swear.
I want to ask about your jacket. What's going on with that?
What about it? Do you mean the speed holes?
Yeah. What's holding your jacket up?
We can't blaze ahead if we let the status quo
we're very
confine us.
heavily starched.
Let's try coloring outside the lines.
Okay.
With food. This combination of ingredients is creative, right? Now I just need to cut them to the proper sizes.
There are more important things than being creative in the kitchen quad. But you know what? +2 luck because I just want to have every critical forever for this month because this I ended for today because this gimmick has been going pretty well. My character at one point had like 20% critical, which I don't understand why. Ooh, meat enthusiasts, you say?
Meat enthusiast is a presumptuous claim.
I'd say I'm a meat enthusiast. I pan-fried a steak blue yesterday.
Okay, that's a very meat enthusiast sort of thing.
And did it properly, and it was fucking great, yeah.
I'll have to give my compliments to the chef.
Compliments to the chef! God damn it. That stupid Pac-Man game ruined that phrase for me forever. Literally forever. Like, anytime anyone says compliments to the chef, I'm just thinking of that shitty Pac-Man and the Ghostly Phantoms or whatever that fucking stupid game was.
Was that... That's
going hungry.
Where that clip of Pac-Man saying, "Oh great, I'm a meme now" comes from.
That's the show, and this was from the video game of that show. So it wasn't a Pac-Man video game; it was a Pac-Man the show.
This has made
the
me
game.
hungry. Damn it!
It sucked.
Yucky.
Yeah, it was a bad time. I streamed it. I might stream it again sometime.
I don't like it.
Maybe that's what I'll do for September. I'll just like. If I had 1,000 subs, I'll just beat the entire second game. I'll just fucking do Pac-Man. I don't give a fuck. I hate that shit, but whatever. Hey, you want to get...
Yucky.
Raphael's not
Don't
able
like
to make it. What the... Can't believe it.
I was thinking.
I can't believe it. He won't eat like 5 lunches with me. What a chunk. Let's see. What other students could I force to have tea with me? Who wants to have tea? I'm gonna force Listhea to be cool for a minute and stop reading books. Hey! Stop reading.
Reading sucks. It's time to eat.
Stop reading manga. You ain't got time for comic books. Let's go get some biscuits. Not even in the library. You're right outside the library, in the hallway. You little weirdo.
Reflecting on it now, Flame has always seemed a rather odd person. She appears young, yet there's something about her that seems much older than her years suggest. And
Is this
she's
like
quite
related to
wise,
something happening in
but
the story,
also
or is she just standing
surprisingly
outside the
naive.
library gossiping to herself?
Talking shit. It is related to the story. One of the characters has been, is missing right now.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Maybe she's actually a ghost. That's a very mean thing to say to her because she has a very deep fear of ghosts. So I'm not going to say that.
You might be right. Whatever the case,
Because
Seven
I
seems to
don't
care for her more than
want
anything.
to make the small child upset.
Perhaps.
God damn it. Why does no one want to go get motivation so you can do better at school? You little shits.
Miss Flane's whereabouts are unknown. We do
Oh, I
not
can
seem
get
to have
learning
any
from the
leads
big
at
man.
present.
Oh, it's all shit I'm not good at, but I need to get training with Manuela. Keep working on that faith. Donde está? The hell is Manuela actually? Maybe not. Maybe I'll trade with someone else, I guess.
They've also been kidnapped.
You hate to see it, folks. He's just not available this month. Damn. Alright, then teach me about
Flane's
heavy armor.
whereabouts we do not see.
The glory.
Miss Flane's we do not seem.
You only train with someone once a week. That's ridiculous. That's completely untrue. I would like that to be called out as ludicrous. The idea that you can only train with someone once a week. Absurd. Absurd.
Really?
You want to play some Eunice? Nah, we played on Monday and it's only Thursday, so
Yeah.
legally.
Legally, we cannot. Sorry, I'm very tired. What? I'm tired. It was like 5 days ago, and it was a game. I'm tired. Yo, you read that article about how like chess masters like burn through as many calories
Yeah.
as like a swimmer or whatever?
I
feel like
reacted
that,
to
I feel
a-
like that sometimes. Every time I react to Batista B drill, I burn 300 calories.
Yeah, exactly. That's why people get hit by overheads so much. It's not because they can't react to them. It's just because they have to ration their energy. If you block, that's why Amelia is so hard to play against. Because if you block her for more than like 15 seconds at a time, it's impossible not to just pass out at your stick.
Yeah, you're gonna get either that or you're just gonna get incredibly hungry. And like that's why you don't want to talk to a player right after they lost. It's not because they're like not able to take that well.
They're
It's
just
they're
hangry.
super hangry. They're just like wicked hangry. Yeah.
Like, I've been blocking for 13 seconds. It would be tactical to get hit now so I don't die.
I need to do one more activity. But what activity could I do? I'm trying to get a student to chill. Seems like no one's down for tea. What if I make another lunch? What if I make a different lunch? What if we have beast meat teppanyaki to further motivate my best students? But Professor, aren't we supposed to be looking for... Yo, ain't no point searching on an empty stomach, dog.
My fave, in fact. Do you like it too?
That looks delicious.
Eat this beast.
Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
See, she likes meat. It's just Chie. Just Chie trying to get more work because P4A hasn't gotten a sequel in like 6 years.
I have almost, by the way, managed to like gain a professor level out of nowhere this month just by fishing and eating lunch. What a smart video game. I probably could get it if I just fished more. I'll wait though, no rush. The thing is, your professor level seems to be like the most important stat overall because it's like kind of like your action economy for teaching students and motivating students and stuff, and that trickles down to everything. Yeah, because if your professor level is higher, then you have more points to spend. Like you start the game with like I think like 2 time units, and I'm up to 4 now. When I level up,
so
I'll
basically it's
probably
just
up to 5.
daily stamina.
Exactly. Yeah. So like you really need to prioritize it pretty hard. At the very least, like that's kind of how I've been getting away with playing overall very suboptimally.
Hey there, Professor. Did you want what? Me? Abduct Flame? You can't really believe I did that. Well, this may sound silly, but I was too scared to even look. I couldn't bear the thought of finding her in its depths.
The more I think about it, the shittier what he just says actually is. I didn't look because corpse is scary.
You're a knight.
This is your job, dude. This is important.
Oh, but I'm sure this space has no shortage of secret passages and hiding spots.
True. For now, there's not much we can do aside from making a thorough search of the monastery.
Let's ask around and see what we turn up. You never know who might have seen something.
No sign of her leave.
Oh,
true.
Let's ask around.
I want to accept the quest. What? Do I need to?
No sign of her.
Oh,
true.
Let's ask.
Can I ask you a
Maybe
favor?
you need to talk more. Oh.
I needed to specifically talk to Claude and not Hilda, despite the fact that it was the identical conversation.
Whoops.
Okay, it's time to have a big talk.
It's kind of interesting how this game has adopted the MMO sort of mini-map.
Yeah, and I do love just how much they let you fiddle around with it. Like, you can just, you know, do this, obviously, to just move wherever.
It feels like they took a lot of the good things about MMOs, but replaced everything else with an actual video game.
Yeah. And then it even tells you, like, where facilities and stuff are. And there's, like, a way you can change the mini-map. I don't know what button it is off the top of my head. Oh, it's ZR. There we go. Yeah, you can do shit like that, too.
Where could Flame have gone? Do you think she's really been kidnapped? I hear Tomas has been going around asking about her. But he's probably just worried like the rest of us. Though it wasn't just Flame. He was asking about you and Captain Gerald, too.
Oh, is there a support conversation over there? Yeah, support conversation. Yes. The person I just talked to.
Oh, Professor, are you training too? I was just about to finish up, but if you want to join in, I can stick around a while longer. Oh no, it's fine. Just do your thing. Don't mind me. Come on, don't be shy. beat, but we're finally done. I was already training when you got here, and I finished right alongside you. Guess I outlasted you, huh?
I would give her this. I'd be like, good shit. Like, come on.
Speak for yourself. I'm always looking to improve. By the way, Professor, something I wanted to ask. Are you really Captain Gerald's kid? That's a pretty detached tone to take about your own family. What's your opinion of him, then? You must look up to him, at least. It doesn't sound like you really appreciate him. You didn't even know until you came here that he used to lead the Knights of Seros, did you? If it weren't for him, you wouldn't be half the person you are now. You probably never even thought about how lucky you are. Oh, okay, this really bothers me. Listen up. I don't care if you're the teacher and I'm the student. I'm going to outshine you. I know you were some famous mercenary before you came here, but let me tell you something. I'm going to be better than you ever were. In fact, I'll surpass you in no time at all. So don't blink. You might miss it.
Damn, this is McDonald's.
Yeah. This so did you want the Whopper with cheese? No, I mean, this is like a friendly rivalry thing. Like, it was delivered a little too harshly, but it was like, that was the thing, is it would have worked better if our character wasn't, you know, functionally mute, you know? Like, if there was actually a voice actor kind of just being like, yeah, oh, is that all? Is that all? You gonna do that, huh? Like, you know, kind of like talking shit back. I think it would work a lot better. But it being one-sided makes it just kind of like one-sided, kind of poorly written anime shit talk. So it sounds really weird and stilted.
Right. And him not talking just additionally gives it the illusion of him just awkwardly standing there,
and kind of
which makes the whole thing a little
it makes it feel more like really awkward.
You're looking for Flayn's kidnapper. I can't say anything for sure, but I do have suspicions about Yaritza. There's something about how he's handling his blade lately. It seems more impulsive than usual. It couldn't hurt to try speaking with him at least. At this hour, I think you'll find him sparring with Catherine at the training grounds.
Okay. Spotted, Sylvain detected.
To think that Flayn would disappear like this. Sedith must be worried sick. I haven't much to go off of, and perhaps it's out of line for me to feel so uncomfortable. But something has been bothering me for a while about Gilbert.
The tiny green anime is missing, and everyone is very concerned.
I also noticed him staring.
She's a very nice little girl. What cares about flowers and stuff? So we must find and protect her. Yeah. Oh no, not that one.
What? Professor?
Oh no, gotta save the baby. Oh, I am curious to know how Raphael is doing, always.
Oh, Professor, are you here to train?
Yes.
I knew it! Gotta train daily. Legs, back, chest, arms, abs. Gotta work them all, right? I just finished training, and I feel great. Check me out. Are my muscles bulging?
Hell yeah, dude.
Another day of training, and my muscles are ready to burst. Bulging muscles means strength. I have to be strong if I want to be a proper knight. And I have to eat if I want to keep training. Time to feast. Way to hit me where it hurts, Professor.
Yeah, why do you gotta be a dick?
I know I'll be in trouble if I don't train my brain, too. Anyone who can't get tactics can't be a proper knight. It's just, I'm no good at remembering that kind of stuff. And training my brain instead of my body makes me sleepy. What if I start training twice as hard? Then I should only have to study half as much, right? You really think so? I can't let that happen. I guess I have no choice. I'll prove I can do it. Wish me luck, Professor.
There you
for
go.
my training and for my studies.
Yo, thank you for the reset, Hinata.
Love this large boy.
Yeah, Raphael is pretty great.
Yeah, like, he's doing his best. Sometimes he has struggles, but they're pretty reasonable. Like, they're just like, I know I should be doing this thing, but it's very hard for me. It's a very relatable struggle.
Definitely.
Flame.
I do like how he doesn't like
She's been abducted.
belabor the point
We're looking for her. Sorry,
on being
my
wrong
mind
about
is
something for
somewhere
too
else.
long. He's just like,
just
can I do this dumb
recently
thing?
learned she has a
No.
crest.
All right.
Did you know that,
Yeah,
Professor?
exactly. Yeah.
If it was a particularly rare crest, I could imagine Professor Hanneman would have quite an intense interest in her. Oh, no, I'm not accusing Professor Hanneman of abducting Flame.
Ooh, there's a support conversation in this garden.
Professor. Hey, Professor. What are you doing daydreaming in a place like this? It's lucky. As spacey as you are, you're always reliable in a pinch. Not as much as you. It's hard to tell what's going on in that skull of yours. Your expression is always blank. Come on, smile. I was just playing around. Don't get mad. By the way, in the next battle, may I focus on logistical support? Off the battlefield, there's no use having a weakling like me in the middle of the action, and it would bring down
Hilda
morale
has
if I were
repeatedly
killed.
cleaved people in twain.
Have you even seen me, Professor? Look at these noodly little arms.
That's important context. Thank you.
Yeah, she has legitimately hit people for like 90 damage.
Morale, don't you think? Because even if I do, I won't be of any help. My big brother is the type of person who's
Like,
supposed to be on the
comedically, it's
For me,
comedically
it's
not
just a
right
waste
for
of
how this character has developed in this game. Like,
Everyone's
she
cut
is
out
our
for
strongest
something.
axe wielder.
The right person for the
I have
right
had her
task,
literally
you know?
hide in a bush,
Please,
yell at
Professor.
people. 5 people have charged her down and all died for the mistake of attempting to hit her. Like, they just swung once, missed, and got counter hit for like 50 and died. Like, it's hilarious. There's no universe in which she is not worth using on the battlefield.
You are the only person who seems to think you are not combat personnel. Please go get your axe.
Like, literally, there are multiple people who have hearts appear above their heads after witnessing you just delete someone.
Alas, Setheth would never allow that. However, while Flame's major crest of Sethlene is rare, there are others who possess it.
Okay.
Professor?
Let me refill my battalions. I think it's
What do you require?
Oh, right, it's replenish.
Farewell.
Did you hear about Flane? It's just one thing after another this year, I swear. Some of the lower-ranked knights are searching for her in the town. If they find anything, I'll know. What? Yuritsa? Come to think of it, I haven't seen him today. What would make you suspect him? I see. Well, I'll let the knights know.
I don't know who that was. Yo, thank you for the chunguswalk.clown bits. And hey, if you're already following, please do. It's free. Helps me out. We're over halfway to reaching that next big pile of wee trash. Always the good shit. Always the good shit. Mathematically proven to be the good shit.
It checks out.
And if you're considering it, consider, hey, subscribing, because it's $2.50 right now, and I'll tell you, that means Amazon gets, or Amazon and Twitch get no cut. That is,
I saw her running off somewhere in a
there is no PayPal cut involved. It is, they are taking a loss for this. It is a fucking good deal. I would appreciate it.
Oh, yes. Didn't you know? She was the senior diva in our opera company.
You have an opera company?
Hey, Professor, I saw her running off. I wonder if it has anything to do with Flane's disappearance. Oh, yeah.
Dorothea's backstory is that she was part of an opera company before she came to the school.
I see.
Flane was child-napped. That is what you are thinking? And the villain is inside our monastery? I must have admittance. One person has been catching my eye. Shamir is a knight not like
Oh, is that what it is? It's an additional 10% from Subway for bits?
No.
Oh, shit.
They remind me of warriors.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was a bonus
Before
bit.
She was here.
From
What was she
Subway.
getting up to?
Badass.
Hello.
Whoa. Hello? Alright, let's figure out who else we need to talk to. Shamir is still down here.
Right.
What brings you here? I'm taking a break. Is this about Flane? You find me suspicious. I was somewhere else, fighting. Is that a problem? I understand that I don't fit in among the Knights of Seros, but that hardly links me to Flane's disappearance.
Is something the matter? I see. So, Flane has gone missing. I will do what I can to support the search. It seems that you are a bit suspicious of me. Might I ask your reasons? I was away from the monastery for a few years, but do not forget, I have spent more than 4 decades in total working here at Garrick Mach Monastery. Yet it was not until recently that I learned that Seteth has a sister. It is only natural to be curious, don't you think? I assure you, there is nothing more to it than that.
Okay. Oh, okay, people on the second floor. Almost done.
Because of Flane's disappearance, all of the knights are searching non-stop. But we haven't found a single lead. Seteth's face is getting paler by the minute. It's hard to watch. What's that? You're looking for Manuela? Well, I did pass by her earlier.
We haven't seen her.
She was carrying something. A mask of some sort. I'm not close to the guy, so I can't say for sure.
Okie dokie. I guess I don't have to talk to Gilbert. No one has to talk to Gilbert. Man, no one ever has to talk to
Flane's
Gilbert.
whereabouts are on. We do not seem to have any leads at present. I am one of the suspects, am I? Well, hopefully I can lay your suspicions to rest. Do you know of my, let's call it, unique situation? I was once a knight, in service to the Fargus royal family. If Ingrid believes she saw me before, it was likely in... Annette is... She is my... But no.
Well...
Oh, right. I can just do this.
Best travel.
So good.
Thanks. That was a big help.
Yo, Nightfall Gemini, thank you for 13 months.
Yo, 13 months gone by so quick.
Manuela ran off with Professor Euritsa's mask?
Well, that's suspicious. Sounds like we should try talking to them.
Professor Euritsa is almost certainly in the training grounds or his quarters. Where was that again? Oh, over on the eastern side of the Knight's Hall.
Hey.
Okay, so the training grounds.
As an aside, Ty.
Yes.
I mentioned this to you off stream last week, but if you go over to that marker right now, it does more or less end the month.
Yeah. I don't think there's... Or do I need to... like, manually go through this month at this point?
I mean, it's up to you. It's just like anything that you'd want to do over the course of the month.
Like, so I'll miss all of my chances to level people up and shit?
Yeah, at least that's my understanding, is that's what will happen.
Okay, you had mentioned that, so I just need to finish exploring and not go over there?
Yeah. Okay. And you'll note that there is still a battle marker on the 30th. I think if it just rolls over to the 30th, you just automatically go to that.
Mm-hmm.
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
That smell, it's amazing. My fave, in fact.
Okay, it just does auto do leveling and training. Professor level.
You did it.
Yes. Yes. Monthly funds, master classes. Yay! I'm nowhere near master classes. Those are like level like 20, right? Or are they 15? Might be 15.
I will make a worthy opponent, don't you think?
Hey, are you suggesting we duel? We're supposed to be working together.
Wishful thinking.
I'm doing everything I can to make Nasty Man cool, so I'm forcing him to hang out with Claude all the time.
An excellent finish, if I do say so myself. Lawrence, did you take notice of my abilities?
Enough to reaffirm my own superiority, yes.
Lawrence.
Experience is everything.
I just want to get everyone on a horse, is the trick. Because it turns out horse, when you have the ability stride,
I'm actually pretty good at this.
there's one of the free company abilities you can use, or whatever. You just do stride, and it gives everyone within range, which can be basically your whole team, +5 move range that turn. Which basically means you get to Goku teleport across the map behind somebody and punch him in the throat. It's really good.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. I think our certifications are good for now. Oh, Ignuts needs to level up. Ignuts can finally be that. We also found out one of the funniest things in the world is looking at characters in the wrong class. Particularly Ignuts and Fortress Knight.
Yo! My mom told me I could grow up to be a Gundam.
Oh, so fucking funny. I want to see, though, the new ones now that we have them. A Wyvern Lord. Okay. Gets to do the move again thing. Weakness to bows and magic, so don't be in range. Got it. What?
No.
Okay. Okay. I mean, that seems really good. This seems like the best thing. A bow knight. Dark Knight also seems very good.
Holy nuts.
We're gonna have War Master nuts.
Wear some sleeves.
No.
Please.
No, absolutely not.
I can't believe I did it.
Yeah, I think everyone is good until it's time for intermediate, which you need to be level 20 for. I think my main squad is good to go. Claude, I might sneak back to Lord at some point if I level him up in sword, but he just seems so good as an archer. He's just crazy good as an archer.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Alright. Rare enemies approaching.
Ooh.
Ooh, suggested level 16. What level are my team? I feel like that's about right. I can check that in the menu, right? Oh, this is just like their names and stuff. There we go, level 10, 12. Okay, I have a couple 16s, but that would be pretty rough to deal with.
So in terms of a Fire Emblem historically, how mean is this game in just getting crit and dying on the spot?
Well, before you start the game, you choose whether you want to play classic or casual, and I went with casual because I don't think that's very interesting from a game standpoint, the permadeath. So I just turned it off. Even then, there's a mechanic where you can like rewind turns like 3 times per battle or some shit. So,
Interesting.
Like, there's ways to manipulate stuff. Okay. Let's make sure everybody has swords that aren't gonna break. Oh boy, Hilda's getting pretty low on that one. May want to get her a new axe soon. Claude's gonna need a new bow relatively soon too. Do I have anything in the caravan? You don't need this, you don't need this. There's an iron axe that you are very much not using. That'll be the backup there. I already refilled everything else. Let's go for it, yeah.
Let's get on.
Okay, how many dudes are there? Alright, we got that wall, we got a split. We got King of Wings over here that I gotta deal with at some point, I guess. They weren't kidding with this rare enemy shit. And I think that was it. Oh, I didn't even know about this view. Oh, wow, that's really useful.
This map is very nice looking.
Oh, too far. You go all the way and you can even see your battalions with them.
Yeah, this is red.
Game's really neat. Alright, I'm gonna delete this archer though.
You fought well. Another step forward.
I get a lot of points because I'm very good at this video game, so every time my characters level up, they get many points. From what I understand, not everyone has this ability, and to them I say, damn, just heard about that. Shit sucks.
Ready and willing.
Just heard about being low tier in video games.
I got this.
Leave it to me.
Question is, can I get a setup that gets
I stand ready.
a large portion of the team in there? Because right now we're only drawing 2 attacks, which isn't really that big of a deal all told. Hilda would draw 4 though. They are all direct attacks. Hilda's is also pretty much the best.
You going for it?
It'll be fine.
She's a real trooper.
Yeah. She's very strong. She'll be fine. I will not put Claude that far out front though. Okay. Well, we're gonna get one of them out of here at least.
That's the golden deer for you.
That is the golden deer for you.
Free bullion. I would like to send bullion to the convoy.
Who, me?
Oh, can I attack? Can I silence a wizard? Silence, Brand.
So Ty, you wouldn't download a card, but would you download a bullion?
Yes.
Wow, I can't believe you're a fan of cyberbullying.
I mean, I technically walked into that one, so I'll admit it. Hey, we all make mistakes.
Let's get to it.
Alright, so I think that bird might fly over here, or one of those lizards might try and do some shit to me. I don't know. Good stuff, Hilda. Also, they all want to attack her, but I don't know if they have javelins or anything, so I don't know if they can. Yeah, I don't think they can. Oh, they're also fighting the King of the Wings. Oh, okay, cool.
That bird is level 45.
That's its health. It's not its level, thank God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're good. I made that mistake at one point as well. Oh, they are just coming after us, though.
Oh, God.
As in, is just going to kill Elizabeth.
No!
This is why I have casual mode on, by the way. I did not realize that bird was going to prioritize me over everything. Alright, well, I think the plan is still the same. which is Gambit the team, and let's deal with this bird. I also do have Time Wizard if I wanted to use that. Yeah, I could roll back time.
Allow me. I've got another option.
So we're gonna fuck this thing up with Gambits because Gambits destroy the tiles without letting it counterattack. So basically,
that's pretty good.
If you command your units, yeah, you get to like do this and stun the bird. And also, if you do more damage to it, oh right, she gets to move again too because she's like fucking wild. Because horses are crazy.
Yeah, that seems really good.
Yeah, you get to use your spent over movement basically and move again afterwards. Are all of its tiles broken? Did we just like send that thing to fucking hell in one attack? That's pretty good, I guess.
That's sick.
Alright, Hilda, you're just gonna hold down this choke point then. That's your new plan. Oh, you might get to swing twice for one.
I'm all sweaty.
Work is hard. Alright, do I have an anti-beast one with him? Flyers. Does this thing count as a flyers?
Good question.
Don't know. It doesn't say flyers in any of its status stuff. So I'm assuming it does not count as the flyers. In which case, I could Gambit it, and that'll just destroy it, and it doesn't get to counterattack.
Now's our chance.
Oh, right, it gets a second health bar. That's fine, though. Like, we've got plenty of Italians, or I could... Does she not have one? She doesn't have one, right? She doesn't have an Italian. Nasty Man does.
Our power is yours. Come, I have an idea.
Boost.
We're just gonna poison the shit out of this bird.
Oh, you were saying battalions. Okay.
Yeah.
I heard we have plenty of Italians, and I was very confused.
Oh, right, I need to let him do his bonus move. I was confused why I wasn't doing anything. It's because he's on a horse now. So he gets to do that nonsense horse stuff. Shoot this thing in the head, Claude.
Sorry, but victory is mine.
Good stuff, buddy. We'll get you to level 20 in no time. More strength for archers. Strength for the strength gods. Archer for the archer gods. From what I understand, archers do not normally get as much strength as mine is getting.
Is it a good stat for archers?
Very good, yes. It lets them do damage, which is kind of the problem they have. Yeah.
I don't know, some games Dex is the damage stat for archers.
Yeah. This game is just one of them where, yeah, it apparently functions pretty well. We'll get a lot of counterattacks, but we can probably get enough of the team up here doing enough damage to make it safe-ish. Again, we're playing on casual and this isn't a story mission, so I'm not too worried about there being like 25 reinforcements coming in to kill my ass. Who else can move? Oh, also, she's just on rental, so I don't care what happens. Oh, I'm renting this wizard. Yeah. This one? Oh, yeah. She'll be fine.
This wizard's on the house.
This is my rental wizard. Oh, nice. They only want to attack my rental wizard. That's perfect. My regular wizard's too strong.
Was that helpful?
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah. You did good. That's many points.
I won't go down so easily.
Good shit. Hey, nice one. Now for the very slow process of everyone. Do I do everyone catch up or do I start looping around? I feel like there's no way it's gonna take that long is the problem. Either way, first thing we're gonna do. Okay, we will draw some attacks in that case. It's fine.
I actually won!
This is also good because it's going to level up my dorks pretty fast, because I've got some that are pretty severely under-leveled. At least, it seems like they are.
Yeah! How sweet!
I'm not sure for story fights. These fights I think are scaled to your level to an extent.
Yeah, maybe. This one was like it was like 16, which is above all the levels of my characters and whatnot, but like it also was like, oh, there's a rare enemy and stuff, so I have a feeling the monster maybe was like taken into account. I'm gonna send the nasty man around back. Who hasn't moved?
Sneak up on them, nasty man.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the problem right now is some of my characters are just like doing such crazy amounts of work and leveling up so non-stop that like it's hard. It's hard to keep it even.
I think I've got the hang of it. It worked out.
Try and get Ignite some levels here. Another strength level for Ignite. Good shit.
Good for him.
That'll let Hilda sprint around back and Wizard Deleter. This is the one. Okay, that's armored units. Yeah, that's the one that I want. But it costs more weapon durability. Never mind. Hilda, just kill this wizard the regular way. You would. Here comes Horse Party.
How do you like that?
I dare you to fight the horse. I dare you.
Punch a horse. Go on. Do it.
See what happens.
Thanks!
skills, you know.
Alright. Oh, he's going for the nasty man. They fell for the diversion of the nasty man. They always do. How do I, as efficiently as possible, delete all of these moves? Yeah, swing at me for 0. Great, I love it.
Should have trained better.
Hell yeah.
Still got room to grow.
Another strength level for Raph.
He needs it.
Raph, the knight of always punching everyone. You have technically taken the most damage.
I'll celebrate later. Can I get a do-over?
Fucking Chie. Fucking Chie.
Fucking Chie.
Fucking Chie. I'm just gonna hope he dodges a little bit more here. Yo! WW.
Hello, I'm here for Weed House.
Thank you so much. Watch the 78 miss twice. Damn. Okay, but what if I... Ooh.
It's time.
We want the bandit to give him like the debuffs and shit. Also means he can't move, so the only person he can swing at is Clown, which, well, Clown can take a hit.
Yeah.
You're outclassed. I'm still not satisfied.
Yeah.
Will the nasty boy ever be satisfied?
You ever do bad? You ever do really bad? I put the horse there on purpose. I wanted you to swing at the horse. The point of the game was I intended for you to swing at the horse.
As expected.
Clown is almost at level
must all
20.
do our part.
We might achieve advanced levels this stream for him. That's pretty funny. Oh, right, that was their turn. Sorry, so many of them were dying that I thought it wasn't their turn for a second. Easy mistake. I'm running back here is a joke. I'm a horse. I can do that.
Horses don't need to have morals. Horses get to do whatever they want at all times.
I guess I feel a little stronger.
Speed and magic, yeah. HP, sure. A little more survivability.
You did it.
Yes.
You awarded yourself MVP. What a good teacher.
I do like that the teacher can also get MVP. It was the only reason he got MVP is because he did a very good gambit against the big monster boss early on.
I have gratitude.
I am grateful.
I think you'll find I was the MVP student.
I think you will find I was the MVP.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
Yeah. I'm gonna set up group tasks, and I think now I maybe want to get some heavy armor people. I don't want to make Raphael like a big armor boy. No one really wants to be a big armor fool, though, is the thing. Flying skills. Okay. Could force these two ding-dongs to learn how to do some flying. Let's make sure goals are still right. Wizard and horse. Tactics and archer. We might make it flying and archer. Bow and flying for a little bit. Try and get you to learn some flying stuff for the future. This all seems about right.
Hey, Professor, I got a question.
I hate cleaning my room. It's so boring, and to be honest, I'm kind of lazy, but I want my room to get messy. What do you think? Who do you think I should get to tidy up for me? As somebody who's good at cleaning and set up a system, you do something for them, perhaps.
You know, I think you're right.
Why was that worth so many professor points?
Professor.
Horses and praying to God things since we were Holy Night, faith and writing. Yeah, that sounds pretty kick-ass.
I don't know why, but the getting the question right during teaching seems to have the highest payout of everything.
I think it may also have been showing me the payout for the instructing in general as well. So wait, whose was it? Shit.
Thanks.
Oh, okay, it was Catherine. Yeah, enjoy flowers, I guess.
With you on my side, we're solid.
I'll do what I can. That wasn't so bad.
I think I get it now.
This one feels tough. First thing though, I do need to... So how do I upgrade axes? Do I have to go like forge and then steel axe? Okay, and this unlocks at professor level B plus. What the? But no,
You gotta be a real good professor.
I mean, this seems worth it though. Hilda, she fucking hits people enough, you know. Like it seems about right. You also shoot people a lot real good. Seminar. I feel like seminar is kind of what I want to be doing here. Let me see how my students' motivation is doing. Is everyone mostly motivated out? Like, Hilda's got some, Ballistia's got some, everyone else is pretty pooped. Maybe just take a rest. I think that
How much lunch do you all need?
Yeah, right? I'm gonna rest for once. I would like to instruct manually just because I'm gonna take her off flying. Because even though she seems to be into it, she's learning to be on a horse. Let's not go wild here.
Your job is horse?
Maybe I should just get more people learning to do horse better good. I mean, I kind of want both of them to level up. One to be a white mage and one to be, you know, a dark mage on a horse.
Seems reasonable.
Professor.
Focus on axe and brawling skills. And update it to focus on axe and brawling skills to excel as a war master.
So I've been a little in and out because I've been working on a few things.
I'll do what I can.
Did you take a look at the new classes that you unlocked for hitting C?
I looked at them for a second, just like visually, but I didn't like playing around them or anything.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. You can't get them until they're level 30 anyway, so it's gonna be a bit.
We had some nice Ignatz dress up though.
Yeah. So close to leveling up. Okay, so now I should actually go start up the adventure, right? Like explore, have lunch with my students, and then start up the adventure. That's optimal. Is that optimal? Not that I care that much. I'm presuming as much. Emmett's Fish, thank you for subbing in tier 1. +1 speed.
some cooking. My mother taught me when I was very young.
I do some cooking. Stove catches ablaze.
I know, it's very funny because like they mean that to like indicate cooking, but like the fire's usually not on top of the pan. That's usually not how cooking goes. That I believe would be a bad job, generally speaking. Oh man, fucking everyone's about what's on the menu today.
2 whole fish? Insane.
Nothing like a tasty meal after some grueling work. Lawrence, you've hardly eaten anything.
There is no need to rush. I prefer to take my time.
Hell yeah, I can't wait to eat lunch 5 times. And then find a kidnapped
It's
kid.
amazing. My fave, in fact. Do you like it too?
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
Oh, hello. Oh, I'm here for 3rd breakfast.
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
Oh, well, I do believe I have a time unit left, so how about I, real quick, just, thank you for the follow, the Pink Puff. Yo, appreciate it. And counted towards the total for the next big wee trash. Okay. There, I have eaten with most of my children.
This food is a revelation.
I'm not gonna lie, and it's probably because I generally use my side points for doing self-training.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize you could eat lunch multiple times.
You could just eat 7 lunches on a Saturday. It rules. I'm so glad you're allowed to just eat 7 lunches. I'm
Why is
making
the
fucking
professor
mac
so
and
hungry?
cheese, and no one can stop me. All right, it looks like the whole team is fully motivated because I'm a very good professor. So, I guess I'll start the mission.
I was thinking.
I'll start the mission right after I go fishing. Nah, we'll wait for a month. We'll get a resupply. All right, so where is the place to start? It's right over here. Oh, okay. The game tells you anyway. Yeah.
Oh, whoops. I didn't actually realize that it told you.
That's fine. It's good to know that they also took it into account.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Teach, hold on a minute, okay? I'm gonna have this cleared up in no time. Nah, that's okay. I'll be finished soon. I'm just in the middle of mixing up a new poison. And done. What do you think of that, Teach? A colorless, odorless poison. Say, care to test it out for me?
Sure.
Wow, really?
I'll
Actually,
drink
I was
anything.
Just kidding. If you drink this, in 2 days' time, you'll have terrible, let's call it stomach trouble. I hear your silent question, Teach. Why the delay? That's so it can be used even if you don't have access to the target when you need the poison to take effect. Naturally, I have no immediate plans for this stuff. I suppose I just felt like broadening the old
I just
horizons a bit.
wanted to make doo-doo
When devising
juice
schemes,
as a
it's
joke.
best to have as many options at your disposal as possible. Expanding those options is kind of a hobby for me. Well, I grew up in an
Yeah,
environment where it
Claude
was
offers
necessary
Clown
to
the
think that
poison.
way.
Would you like to
It's
drink
like I
the
told you
poison?
before, I wasn't born into a
Well,
life
I've
of
only
luxury.
had 5 meals today, so I've still got some
Ever
room.
since
Yeah,
I was a child, I've always been
yeah, that's, okay.
different from those around me. An outsider of sorts. I've been resented and hated. There have even been attempts on my life. I don't believe I've earned such treatment, but that's how it goes for people like me.
People like me who make delayed laxatives.
You know, in many ways, I'm just a normal person like everyone else. But in the right
Apologies if you hear the
environment, anyone can be
lawnmowers
seen as an
outside, by
outsider.
the way, but I
It
believe
can
they're doing
become
some yard work.
overwhelming. Now, as a kid, I spent a lot of time licking my wounds and coming up with schemes, trying to keep my nose out of trouble while plotting against my enemies. My parents always told me I wouldn't grow stronger if I didn't learn to fight my own battles. And so in the end, I did. And I grew up to be as independent, as self-reliant as my parents always wished for me to be. Lucky me, right? If anyone knows what I'm talking about, it must be you, eh, Teach? I get the feeling you know what it's like to be an outsider. The moment I first laid eyes on you, I knew you weren't like everyone else. People don't care for folks like that. You do well to watch your back. On the bright side, that's also part of the reason that I find you so interesting.
Cool, spore level B.
Thank you so much.
Still no sign of Flane. What should we do, Teach? I'll admit, I'm out of schemes here.
Professor! Claude, something's very wrong. Please, hurry to Professor Yuritsa's room.
Yuritsa. Ah, the combat professor with the mask. He has always been rather suspicious. We must hurry.
Knock, knock. Is anybody... Whoa! Professor Manuela!
I heard a scream coming from here just moments ago. It must have been Professor Manuela.
She's unconscious. She was clearly attacked by someone.
Hey, it kind of looks like Professor Manuela is pointing at something.
So we follow where she's pointing and... Oh, what do we have here? There's a rather suspicious hole behind that shelf.
What is the meaning of... Wait, is that Manuela? What happened here? We must take her to the infirmary immediately. You, don't just stand there. Help me carry her.
Right, right. Hold down the fort for me, Teach. I'll be back once we get Professor Manuela taken care of.
What could have happened here? And where is Professor Yuritsa?
This must be related to that girl's disappearance. What if she's being held captive down there? Well, no, I mean, that's crazy, right?
Right. It's scary, but... okay.
Don't be a coward, Ignatz. We'll be fine, as long as
No,
we
that
stay
was
close to the
Ignatz.
professor.
That was clearly not
right.
at the end of that
What should
one.
we do?
Very much trying to make sure it
got
didn't
to
sound like
investigate.
Ignatz that
Lead the
time.
way, Professor.
Just that one
The culprit
time,
could be
though.
hiding inside, so let's be extra cautious.
Oh, it's way too creepy down here. And it smells funny. And... Ah! A person! They're unconscious.
Yes! It's Flayn!
Oh.
Someone is coming. That scythe. Could it be the night we fought at the Holy Mausoleum?
That sword. You must be.
Oh, hey!
One of us.
Hey, it's me! The way he just kind of walked casually forward kind of killed me a little. All right.
Professor?
25
we need to
turns.
Look at that strange tile.
Are we doing a teleport maze? In the middle
Fun.
of fight time?
Everyone loves teleport maze.
Oh boy, it's the Emblem.
I might be able to kind of just like door key required to open. Okay.
That's my cue.
I won't deny that this map has problems.
Are the problems mostly that it's a teleport maze?
Yes.
All roses have thorns.
Seems like a lot of people are saying it's not really
Ready
that much of a
anytime.
maze, but it's still my least favorite map in the game. Seems to be kind of the consensus.
Let's get to it.
Stay focused. We've got to try.
Who, me?
I got this.
Leave it to me.
I stand ready.
Ooh, everyone wants a piece of the Nasty Man. I'll put the Nasty Man off to the side to break up their units a little bit. Keep our healer ready.
Watch and learn.
Oh, nice. A little more stats, sure, why not? Nasty Man getting on a horse was just... Is that always a Fire Emblem thing? That like once you get on a horse, you're just instantly 20 times better at everything?
Let the lesson begin.
It's pretty consistent, yeah.
You didn't give it your all.
This is extra good for killing horses. Or you.
You underestimated me.
Hey man, if it's enough damage to just fucking murk a horse, you know, it makes sense. It'd probably get a person too. Oh jeez.
Zoom tight.
Thank you.
I guess it worked out. I think I get.
Strength in action.
Okay, guess let's hold the shot. You can get back there in time.
Nice try.
Damn, almost hit for 0.
Whoa! Look at those weird contraptions on the floor.
What? Why did you say that right before I attacked? Could I be aware of these weird contraptions on the floor? Is that what you're getting at?
Beware the square.
Is this okay? I want to draw the melee guys over to Hilda, but not the wizard. That's the optimal move. You come fight this. You stay over there, wizard.
That helps.
Yeah, plus 40% avoid floor is pretty scary. Who has it? Oh, B team, right.
I think you're going to need to kill that guy to get through the teleporter.
Oh, is that the case?
Let me paint you a picture.
Okay.
I did it. I did. It's hard to be happy about this.
Bad.
Bad. I like how they did 0 and took 40 for attempting. Even considering attacking Hilda. You fucking morons. You absolute fools. 56 damage. That'll get a wizard out of there. That'll do it. That'll clear up a wizard.
Goodbye, wizard.
All you have to do is dodge 4 times. Do I need to remember who has the key? Is there a way I can look through quickly? Okay.
Yeah, Z's will swap you around.
Okay. Raphael has both of them.
As an aside, does anybody on your team have a chest key?
I think one person does, maybe. Doesn't this mission have like a particularly phenomenal chest or something?
I'm gonna check if it's this one.
Hey, thanks.
I just worked harder. I have to try.
Okay. Oh, okay, so I need to wait until I get the key up here. And Ignat's got it since Ignat did the last shot. Yeah, I'm gonna get shot at wherever. Oh, did not mean to do that. Okay, there we go. This mission just seems very long, more than anything.
Thank you.
One sec, I'm almost done driving this back and forth.
Incredible.
Nice try.
So yeah, the chest I'm thinking of is on this map. I can't figure it out because there's 2 chests on this map. Which chest it is, if it's the one in the upper left or upper right.
Okay, because I have 1 chest key on Hilda. That would appear to be it. I don't know how to check if I'm ready in the convoy.
Like, this is the only time I'm ever going to bring up a chest item because this is arguably like the best item in the game.
Is it upper right? Okay, so does that mean this is the crew that's going to get over there? Do I need to get them to have a chest key somehow?
It's either the upper right or the upper left. I'm still trying to figure that out because there's one in the upper left too.
Yeah, they're saying upper right.
Well.
Worst comes worst, I'll probably have enough turns to just fucking sprint someone over there and go handle it.
Chest mission.
If right team clears the path, the 2 paths do connect. You can just run somebody over.
Okay, cool. Man, this is a really fucking annoying formation for them to give the enemy, huh?
Sorry, did I hurt you?
Unfortunately for that chump, Hilda's got literally anti-exactly you, the move.
I think. Yeah,
More strength.
I'm
Yeah, more strength for Hilda. Oh, and another chest key. Cool, cool, cool. Raph has the other door key. Can I grab it from him though?
Yes.
And that's trade, and then I can still move and do stuff.
I'm pretty sure you can still move and do stuff. Like 90%.
I don't believe I can, unfortunately.
Can you not be out of this menu?
Yep, can't be out of it, so that's it.
Shit. It changes from game to game.
Yeah, it happens. It wouldn't be so bad if this mission wasn't like clearly being set up to be kind of a pain in the butt in that regard.
Is this power really mine?
Oh, cool. Good points. Hey, good points. Okay, so that team's good. That archer is gonna think like, finally my time, and then he's gonna get lit up. Gonna rule. Oh, also. Okay. Oh, just let's you do both. Okay, cool. Going to remove you, wizard.
Hilda! Hilda!
Good job. As always, great work.
I just double checked it by finally finding a map. Yeah, I had the locations of the chests wrong. The upper right one is 100% the one I'm thinking of.
Okay.
In fact, both the chests are on the right side. I was thinking about that heal panel.
It's like the one person I don't want to get hit. Yeah, whatever. We've got plenty of healing. Oh, nice. All right, back to the other team. See if Ignatz can get up there and get the kill.
Who knew?
Unfortunately, that means he got the key. I can tour next turn. Why everyone got to bully Hilda? Hilda's just doing her best. Oh, right. This is just the healing panel.
I'm all sweaty.
Ah, there's more through this way. I see.
Plenty more where that came from.
Oh man, he just got better at fists.
Making my muscle. Guess I'm still growing.
Healing focus. Sounds good.
I wonder what that is. Looks like you can use it, but who knows what'll happen.
Oh. Good.
So you have come.
Love to have 50 dudes spawn after I've already placed my character.
It's a trick. It's a funny game. It's a good joke.
I'm so sorry.
She'll be fine.
Huh? It worked out.
Especially if Ignatz just goes wild. Really? There's another archer over there. I guess she's just gonna have to. Well, she'll fire back maybe if she's in range. Yeah, cool.
Let me paint you a picture.
That was way better in fast motion. Let me paint you a picture.
I'll
Blam.
try even harder.
So I'm guessing I need to pull the lever somehow. Is this like a thing I need to order someone to do?
If you just end your movement next to it, I think you have an action to do it.
Okay. After I kill this guy. Oh, right, I have to move again.
I shouldn't strain myself.
Just don't miss. Easy.
You were wide open.
Okay, can you just use the map to tell me which teleporters to go with? Because I don't want to do the stupid bullshit. That's not
Go
fun.
well. So there's the teleporter in the room.
Yes.
In that room, that one right there will get you into that room, and then I believe it's just the top right teleporter in the other room.
The top right one is for this chest.
Yes, and that's the one that you want.
And then which one is this teleporter though, so that I can get someone from
shit.
this side over to here, because that's what I do need as well.
Well, if they're coming from the left side to the right, they'll just pop out.
Oh, right, true, yeah.
I'm on a roll. Sorry, don't know my own strength.
Had to dunk a wizard.
Better than before.
Then one more door key and then we're in. Because who did we figure out had the key I needed? Someone had a chest key.
Oh god, I forget who had them.
I can look it up.
As an aside, I did DM you the
I see.
The formation.
I see. I'll heal him when he needs it.
One big thing to be careful, if you kill everybody in that room, except, well, actually, there's guys in the room with the Death Knight, but just be careful, because as soon as you kill everybody except for the Death Knight, the map ends.
Oh, except for the Death Knight?
Yeah. If you either kill the Death Knight or kill everybody except the Death Knight, the map ends.
Oh, okay. Alright, who had a key? Nope, 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 nope. Hilda has both. Hilda, who is the farthest away, has both. But she will hand them to Priest.
You can't compete with me. I am still far from my
Oh,
best.
damn. Pretty good. Pretty good. Try and bait everyone towards the nasty man.
Won that.
Okay. And now. Okay, so it's which one do I need to go through? It's the top. Oh god, this map is not.
It's that one.
Very easy to read. It is the top right one.
It's top right.
Okay, because it says D to D, which would be middle right, if I'm looking at it correctly. Because I want to get in
Am I reading the map wrong?
I'm supposed to be in this top room, right? So I want to go to D.
Oh, you're right. The middle one. I'm sorry.
Okay.
God.
It's a very confusing map.
In my defense, top right does go to the other chests, which just has a sword in it.
That's true. And wait, where is the... So there is another chest as well? Is it also good or not really?
Not as good. You don't need to worry about it. If you're over here,
I mean, I'm just sending out my horse with 2 keys to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. It's an interesting weapon.
And where is that? Is that in another...
That's top right. You have to warp down to that one.
Okay. Here comes little wizard.
This is what I do. I see.
Okay. Okay, so that should be handled next turn. These wizards are now targeting the large lad because they have realized he is a massive threat. He just keeps running up to wizards and punching them to death before they have a chance to respond. He just punches them twice and they're out on the ground. It's terrifying. The speed at which he does what he does. Oh, that gets me a lot of pre-wizard attacks.
My efforts have borne fruit. That helps.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Ignatz is gonna join as well. Who hasn't? Dorothy still in the back, right? First things first, let's get back over to here. God, these maps get hard to navigate. The March Ring. So what was that? Just like way good.
+1 movement.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's very good. So my horse can just move wherever it wants.
Won that.
Here I go, moving again.
And as the chat points out, that is the only one in the game.
Oh, really? Whoa, what? Oh, that's the button to do the time rewind thing. Cool. I was trying to find the button that was take me to someone who hasn't done anything yet. Which is apparently that one. Oh, can you only warp once per turn? I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Doesn't come up much usually, I imagine.
You fell right for the nasty man's gambit.
I'll aid you.
Everything is ready.
You fell for the nasty man's gambit. Away I go.
We have this covered.
It's time.
You were outmatched.
Hell yeah. Everybody getting points. Punch me, coward. Punch me, my dirty. You think you're hot shit because you're on a horse?
Sorry.
Oh.
Time for second.
Oh, Jesus. That horse
Sorry,
is gone.
Don't know my own strength.
Kill them.
Halt. You're having a bit too much fun.
You are getting in the way of my game.
Huh. You'll have more opportunities to play soon. Your work here is done.
Understood. I will go.
We will cross paths again. I am the Flame Emperor. It is I who will reforge the world.
Oh, I meant to zoom in, not skip, but you know, that works too. It probably wasn't that important, you know, the main villain of the game telling us what his motivations were. Probably like medium important at most. I'm sure I'll piece it together.
I think you got the gist of it.
Yeah, he's Flame Emperor, bad man.
You actually found Flame? Nice work.
It is a shame you could not be there, Claude. I would have liked for you to witness our mortal struggle against the Death Knight.
Hey, at least we managed to rescue Flame and complete our mission. That's what counts, right? Right. Excellent work, everyone. Now then, let's get these limp ladies to the infirmary, shall we?
No problem. I can carry them both at once.
Be gentle with them, Raphael. Let us carry each one individually and slowly.
You know, Teach, seeing you smile sure makes me feel better. You look happy for a change. Do you really not know? Well, truth is, I've never seen you smile before now. At times, it made me wonder whether you were even human. But I suppose that was just my imagination running wild. Anyhow, we've probably kept Sedith waiting about as long as he can stand. Let's hurry up and tell him the great news.
No, Claude wasn't with us because
Professor,
I told him
please allow me
to
express
go get
my
help.
eternal gratitude
And
once
then
more.
we said we were just going to go
Flame is
do
safe
it
and
and
sound,
not wait.
and I have you to
I don't
thank
know
for
if
that.
that's different. I don't know
Mere
if you
words
could have
could
like
never express how thankful
waited
I
for
am.
Claude or not, but I didn't.
I am indebted to you. Yes, of course. I shall express my gratitude to the students as well. Her kidnapper was the masked knight who vanished during the Rite of Rebirth, the one known as the Death Knight. Considering the circumstances, it seems plausible to assume that his true identity is Yuritsa. And we cannot forget about the mysterious Flame Emperor. His true motives are yet unclear. However, I have an idea. I believe the enemy may have been after Flame's blood. The blood that flows through her veins is special. It is extremely rare, and extremely dangerous. If enemies who know the secrets of Flame's blood have appeared, our only option is to leave the monastery and go into hiding.
Brother, wait.
Flame, what are you doing here? You should be resting.
I do not like the path of your thoughts. I do not wish to live in some lonely, remote location where I never get to see anyone. Not ever again.
If we stay here, you may be targeted again. Wouldn't it be better for the two of us to live in peace?
Even if we ran off to some new, secret location, there is no guarantee that they would not find us. That is why I believe it would be safest to stay in the monastery, where we are surrounded by capable knights and professors.
I see your point. I do. However...
You know it is the only reasonable option. What if I were to join the professor's class?
That's a great idea.
You think so too?
I would love to
am
have
so
a
very
tiny
pleased
wizard
to
in
hear
my
that.
group. An additional
With a
tiny
professor
wizard.
like you nearby, I shall be safe no matter what foe should appear.
I see.
Congratulations.
I'm afraid you have a good point.
Tiny Wizard
Professor,
Squad.
Due to my position, I have closely scrutinized everything about you. After all that has happened, I must admit that you are indeed a trusted ally. So what say you? Can I entrust you with Flame's safety?
Yo, I got casual mode on. She'll be fine.
I'm so glad that Flame is safe. Yet I can't help but wonder what the story is about that other girl. She wore the uniform of the academy. But who is she?
I'm just gonna adopt
I like
all
her.
the kids. All of them.
I like her colored braids.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, Professor. I see that I was right to ask your class for assistance. I have been told that Manuela and Flame are recovering nicely, as is Monica. Monica, the girl you rescued along with Flame, is also a student of the Officers' Academy. However...
She is a student from last
Oh,
year's
did we
class.
find
She
out
went
about
missing
Monica
just
at the end of
before
the
she
other
would have
cutscene?
graduated.
We would have found
It never
her, yeah.
occurred to us that something might have happened
Yeah,
to her
I'd
in the monastery.
accidentally,
We assumed she had run
well, I mean,
away.
on purpose I pressed start,
never
but because that's
dreamed
usually
we would
zoom in
find
on those, and I wanted to get a
Not
better
like
look at
this.
that
Monica
guy.
has
But
asked to
unfortunately
rejoin
it
the
was
Black Eagle
skip
House
with
once she
no,
has
are you
fully
sure you
recovered.
want to skip prompt.
Our enemies are still out there, so we must remain cautious and continue our investigation. However, we must also help the students to move
Don't worry, we'll
on
figure
from
it
this
out.
incident.
Newbie will explain anything I missed
The
if I
Battle of
need
the
to.
Eagle and Lion
That's what
will be
Newbie
held
is here
in
for.
Gronder Field next month.
Yes, The students will
I have my
remember it
experts
for
chat.
the rest of their lives.
I think
Please
all it
guide them
is,
so that they
I
can show
thought
us
this
the
happened
best
earlier
of
in
the
the
coming battle.
that map, and I just missed it.
So, you'll be going
Is
to Gronder
you
Field next
find
month.
another girl
You've
and they're
never been
like,
there before, have you?
"Oh, that's
There is
that girl
unease in
that
the western
disappeared
side of
last
the
year."
Empire, but everything east of the capital, Envar, is stable. Well, there was a noble rebellion a short while ago, but it didn't amount to much. Sorry, but I've got my own mission, and it's far from Gronder Field. The Church has always been quick to make use of those who work for them. What I'm more concerned about is finding out who among us is pulling the strings. Ever since the Rite of Rebirth, strange groups have been seen around Garreg Mach and elsewhere too. There was also an incident where some knights investigating these suspicious strangers turned up dead. Not that it's likely, but if something like that ever happens to me, search this room, every corner, behind every shelf. I'm going to leave something for you. Don't just nod solemnly. There's nothing to worry about. I'm just being cautious. Then again, I guess you're always solemn.
It's
Part
fine. I
1.
can't die. I'm too
White
important to the
cloud.
plot. Isn't that
Wyvern
right,
moon.
son?
Field of the Eagle and Lion.
Just death flagging all over the place.
From
I'm
on
definitely
high,
not going to
flocks
die,
of
but if I did,
wyverns roar in
shortly, I would
chorus
want you to
and
do the
soar
following
pristine
things.
skies, heading south for the winter. Fodlan's children lend their hands to winter preparations by gathering firewood and catching fish from the river's cool waters. Yet all the while, their gazes are turned skyward, drawn to the magnificent sight above.
Hell yeah.
It's finally time. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion at Gronder Field is this month. Don't tell me you forgot, Teach.
Oh, baby, Gronder Field. I know little about your Gronder Field.
You're kidding. Didn't Rhea or Sedith fill you in? Guess I have to do everything myself around here. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is one of the Academy's annual traditions. It's a huge mock battle between the three rival houses.
But you know all about rivalry battles, Professor. There was one right after you got here, remember? I hear the Battle of the Eagle and Lion will be held in Gronder Field, far away from Garreg Mach.
The house that defeats the most opponents wins. It's a three-way battle that relies heavily on strategy. Sounds exciting, doesn't it?
Hey, Claude, what about Professor Manuela? Do you think she'll be able to join us despite her injuries?
I'm afraid she's sitting this one out, as is Professor Hanneman.
As my persistent rival will not be present, it only goes to follow that I must also sit out this year's battle. Now leave me be, Claude.
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
If it isn't our own Professor Manuela, all things considered, you're looking well.
Thanks to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed.
Why didn't you
Well,
say she was
not on the
looking
battlefield
wella?
Anyway.
It was so
You
easy.
really won't be joining us for the battle?
Correct. We will not be participating.
He said it once and she
Regardless,
fucking hit him.
do not
So he
expect
doesn't say it anymore.
Okay, that's acceptable.
Yeah.
We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits. You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you.
We have taught our students well. There is no need to hold back. Challenge them with everything you have.
Okay, but it is stupid though. What is the green exclamation point? Land of the Golden Deer?
Yeah, so obviously you're gonna want to explore something maybe first, but now on battle days, every now and then these might show up. These are story battles, so like side stories. They call them paralogs, but that's the stupidest name ever.
I see.
Yeah, they're just little side stories. They're actually really worth doing because 9 times out of 10 they give you either very good battalions or weapons or stuff like that. Like, and when I'm saying
something, yeah.
And like when I say very good weapons, I mean like literally unique weapons.
How do you make people equip accessories? There we go. Well, there's one mission that needs to be taken care of first. It's far and away the most important one.
Hey, welcome. Come again.
Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you.
This one, yes. Yo, thanks for the follow, Man's in 2K.
I think
This one, yes.
This one, yes? I think this one, yes?
This one, yes.
I think this one,
I
yes?
thank you. This one, yes.
This
I
one?
think this one, yes?
Yes.
I'm just gonna get 50 of these.
I thank you.
Strengthens
This
a
one,
weapon's
yes?
critical attack, you say. I don't think I can use it yet, but I'm just gonna get
I thank you.
some of these
Return soon, please.
for down the line. Ooh, I saw that support conversation somewhere. Ooh, there's a couple of them.
Hey!
First things first.
Hey, Professor! Did you hear about the fishing tournament?
The what?
You get to fish in the pond as much as you want. The more you catch, the more you get to eat.
Fishing tournament?
Welcome to
So
the
two things on
monastery
top of this.
fishing tournament.
Yeah.
You look confused. Didn't Seth tell you about
It
it?
goes out to Seth
Just
to accept the
catch whatever
quest
fish
to
fling.
do this.
So any fish you catch to fling.
As soon as you catch a winning fish, then also talk to everybody around here because they give you a reward for catching a bigger fish than them.
Okay, so I need to...
Oh, I guess you just get this. Never mind.
Okay. And then I need to use the tournament bait.
Yeah.
And do I need to do anything else specific or just...
Using the tournament bait and catch a 5-star fish. I think there's actually a specific one. I can't remember. Just go wild.
Fishing.
I have 50 bait. Do it until I get the best one. Oh, okay. So that's probably good enough, right?
Might be.
That first try? I mean, whatever. I'm in no rush to fish. Blaine does want a specific fish, though. Okay. I'll just fish for all of it, then. I've got 50 bait, and I get professor experience every time I do this. Another 5-star big fish.
This is definitely the most intense fishing minigame I've ever seen.
Yeah. And I don't get professor experience for this one. I noticed that as well for the tournament fishing, which is fair because that would be probably too much. Yo, Corrigan, thank you for the resub. 13 months. Yo, time flies.
How has it been over a year already?
It's true.
TieTuesday.
I'll just go through the first fifth and see if I have everything I need. And then I'll go regular fishing.
Give me your money.
Yo, 0J. Can I get a 6-month, 6-inch footlong? Yo, thank you for the resub.
Yeah, can I get a 6-month, 6-inch?
So...
Oh, let's see who can catch the... Did you catch something? No way!
Oh, okay. So I just need a 5-star.
So you
for...
are joining the fishing? I just caught this beauty.
2 stars or higher, you say?
All right.
I am happy that you will have. We will both have catching of the same fish.
I think talking to Flane finishes the quest.
Show me the fish. Your fish has way more size.
Professor. Are you taking part as well? Why don't we have some fun with this? A little contest. If you catch a fish like this, come show it to me. Whoever catches the... So, you've caught the lass. Your fish is clear.
Y'all suck at this. 2 stars? Did you cast once and give up?
Oh, are you taking part in the fishing tournament?
Ignatz, you better have at least the 3, dude. Ignatz.
Ah, you are... Aw. Aw.
Oh, so you're taking part. How would you feel about a little friendly competition?
Dork.
Catch the same kind of fish as me and we'll compare. Looks like you've been doing... Wow, that's...
Okay. Unless someone is trying to fish over here.
Fodlan is big. It's not as big as Almyra is, but it's still pretty big. Travel? I don't know.
Neat.
Plants.
Plants. What are my rarest seeds? Red flower, blue flower, Morphus. I would like to cultivate them with bone meal. Oh, oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm going to catch me some... But they haven't been biting. What's shouting? Everyone told me I was too loud, so I've been using my quiet voice.
I have a friend like this who just has a chronic case of loud voice, and like they're fantastic and they're wonderful people, but they are not capable of their volume of voice being under like 8 at any time.
Will you be taking part too, Professor? I cannot recall the type of fish I was hoping to dine on. So, if you do manage to catch a fish...
I think everyone runs into someone like that at least once.
The worst part is they're always fantastic, nice people too. That's the other thing.
In my experience, yeah.
I am so pleased. I shall cook it up immediately. immediately.
Mostly because if they were very loud and also shitty, no one would be around them ever. They would just be too insufferable and everyone would like abandon them. But instead it's like, oh, they're quite loud, but they're pleasant. I like hearing what they have to say.
The fishing tournament is over. I heard you did some fishing, and that Flane is happy.
I did a little bit of fishing. Not much. Now it's time for real fishing.
This is the fishing that teaches me how to be a professor.
The other one didn't. I'm like not gonna optimize any of my teaching or anything, but I'm gonna optimize the shit out of my fishing. Devious Vacuum, I think the answer to what does fish teach us about teaching, and the answer is just always patience. And if you get upset the answer is patience, then that just is the fishing showing you need more patience. If you think that's stupid, that's a dumb answer, I want a better one, well, maybe you just need to be more patient like the fishing. Have you thought about that?
If you fished enough, you would understand.
Alright. Well, I gotta head out.
Alright, take it easy.
Later.
Good luck with all that fishing.
Thanks. I don't need it. I'm the best. I'm the best there's ever been. I'm gonna get my professor level to like be entirely off of fishing. B for fishing. 10 fucking actions a day, all of them powered by salmon.
We only eat fish now. The professor has fished up so much.
Like, for what it's worth, if someone was able to just like stand on the edge of a dock and pull up like 15 fish in like 2 minutes, I would just, my jaw would just fall open. I'd just be like, what the fuck? How are you getting...
Fair enough.
How are you hooking fish so goddamn fast?
This is what perfectly optimized fishing looks like.
Like, even if it's only 10 points at a time, slowly but surely, them 10 points become 100 points. I almost wish the HD Rumble shook different for the different fish types. I know that's asking a lot, but, you know,
That might be sick, actually.
I think it'd be nice if I could like fish without actually looking at the screen. That'd be dope.
It's the correct fish. I can feel it. Ooh. That was a big one. A real nice bullhead.
Can we get a robot fishing game? It's called Nier Automata.
Apparently, FF14 is doing a collab with Nier Automata soon.
Nice. Apparently the Final Fantasy 14 team like stressed out Yoko Taro as well.
Yeah, I read that he was like, I wonder if they just hate me.
Apparently like he went over there and like they had so many questions and things they want fixed that he just like sat down and basically he was just encircled in people wanting help and he was just like, it's really exhausting. I don't think I could work like that. Yo, thanks for the follow.
Yoko Taro is a very interesting person.
Yeah. I want to find out if the Deadly Premonition port on Switch is like technically sound, because I still haven't got to play that game because the PC port is such a fucking shit show that even after you put like all 30 fixes people have made for it, it's still just like will randomly crash every 40 minutes. It's unacceptable. Yeah. Like I get it, people really like that game, and I tried to stream it like 2 or 3 times over the course of the last 5 years. And every time it's just like, this is untenable. Like either it won't capture or it crashes or something. Every time.
Hopefully by the virtue of it being on the Switch at all, the quality control will be a little higher.
A little better, yeah. I have one friend who I know does like speedruns of a lot of horror games and stuff like that, who also has really strong opinions about Deadly Premonition, so I'll probably just ask them.
As far as video game stuff goes, speedrunning is the thing that I like the most that I'll just probably never be able to do.
Oh, it's easy. Speedrunning's easy. It's just think about it as learning a combo that's an hour long and you're allowed to make mistakes in the middle. That's all it is. That's all Sonic 06 speedrun is. I mean, at the end, it's literally like you're doing like 15 to 17 inputs or something in like less than a second across the 360 controller. And it's just really, but like you have to move your hand in just very bizarre ways. But it's like stuff like that. Speedrunning's neat. It's one of those things that it helps you appreciate games like in a new way, because you really have to think about and understand like frame data and hitboxes and hurtboxes and collision, and like if you're running really advanced tricks, a lot of times it super helps if you understand what is happening and how and why, because then you can fix it on the fly. Stuff like that. I should speedrun Sonic 06 again.
That game's funny.
The game's fun to speedrun too. That's the fucked up thing. Like, it's a really bad game, but it's a really fun speedrun. Speedrun Super Mario Odyssey again too. It's been a while. Maybe V's again. Now that I'm playing so much Dicey Dungeons, now that I'm playing Terry's other game, maybe I should speedrun that other one as well.
God, Dicey Dungeons is such a good game.
So fucking good. The music is so good too. Like the music is so good that I listen to it while I play units now. It's ridiculous.
I can't believe there were just 2 more songs.
Yeah, ones that like it was weird too because I was having that feeling. I'm like, I heard these a bunch on my laptop, but I never hear them when I'm on PC. What's going on? And then yeah, that patch dropped and I was like, oh fuck yeah. Those are powerful fish. Dicey Dungeons is like barely a roguelike is the thing. Like as far as the equipment and stuff, like until you get to the very final episode for every character, almost everything is handcrafted. Like you can actually make plans and consistently execute them.
Yeah.
Like there's some adaptation for sure, and the things that would really kill it is like elimination round right now is a little overtuned, and if you just got the wrong enemies in a row, you might just lose in some of the elimination rounds as they currently are. But I still think it'd be a fine speedrun. I mean, it's really good menuing. Like, people speedrun FTL and stuff, and I think this is like way more consistent than FTL. And Slay the Spire, and people speedrun Slay the Spire too.
Dicey Dungeons races would be interesting.
Yeah, those could be fun.
Hey.
Oh, the tournament's over? Sorry, I've been fishing for like 100 years. A burlap sack of rocks. Well, I know who loves that. my freaking ex-wife, am I right? No, I have no idea. Who the fuck wants a bag of rocks? Hey, you had a really like rough bit here. Would you enjoy some of this rare swiftfish gratin?
My cooking is so good, it's been called seductive. Should I show you what I can do, Professor? Right.
It's always funny.
It's always good, yeah.
To cook. So I'll do that and leave you with the cleanup. Oh.
I forgot you are actually one of my students now. The rest of my students are just too darn motivated, but...
This is nearly as delicious as Mother's cooking. I would happily eat this every day.
That smell, it's amazing. My fave, in fact. Do you like it too?
Now, do I want to do anything else, or do I want to share the bounty of the sea with my many students?
What happens when the professor is finished fishing?
Yeah, oh god.
That's when the lunches begin.
Yeah, oh god, did the professor do the thing again where he catches 1,000 fish and forces everyone to eat it? Not again.
So it is. Flane and Monica, was it? I'm glad they were returned safe and sound.
Ever since the tournament, the kitchen is completely overtaken with
Oh
fish.
my god, that
the cooks cannot.
what a
keep
good
up.
comment. Professor, more like Pro Fisher.
So it is.
Hey,
Oh, you know what? It's been a while since I've...
When you feel that first refreshing breeze upon your face, you know it is almost time for the battle of the eagle and lion. Gronder Field is within the Empire, but the path there from the monastery necessitates passing through Alliance territory. Fodlan's biggest river, the Aranet River, flows along the border between the Empire and the Alliance. You will have to cross one of the largest bridges upon that river, the Great Bridge of Myrden.
It's a nice leisurely stroll going on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I like realism in my games. Oh, a quest.
Do you have time for a request?
Okay, another mission. Got it. One more mission to get. I like how everyone saw that Paul Blart 3 thing and didn't immediately realize it was fake. I'm sorry, I regret to inform you. But
oh no.
A lot of people are excited informing me that Paul Blart 3 is going to be real, except it was tweeted by an unofficial account with no backing by anything, and also, like, is in the same font of the one that all the people were making, like, fake Netflix comedy specials with.
No Paul Blart 3. What a shame.
Damn. Whatever will I do? Trust me, the first thing when someone says Paul Blart 3 is real, I say bullshit and I look into it and I check the sources. That's the first thing I do. I vet those sources when someone tells me Paul Blart 3 is real.
Man, the subtitles either perfectly catch Paul Blart 3 or say Paul War 3. It's either one of the two.
It is legitimately exhausting to hold a joystick forward this small of an amount for this long a period of time. In case anyone is wondering, it's starting to become quite bizarrely straining to do this. This goof is taking a toll on me.
You suffer for your medium.
Oh no. Come on, keep it together, Tuesday. Come on.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, the guy who walks real slow everywhere. Yeah.
Really?
Nobody here is happy to see you.
Oh, I was supposed to be outside. I had to go in the hallway. I walked through the middle of the cathedral and I was supposed to walk out and around the side. My bad.
God. Why? I didn't even think that making a wrong turn was an option in this.
See, when some fucking shitty comedian on Twitter like posts some fucking 1950s racism and says they're pushing boundaries, they're not. Me, what I'm doing right now, this is pushing boundaries. This is pushing the boundary of what's tolerable in the medium, you see. Me, my art, tight as fuck. Them, whack. Jokes, whack. Tweets, whack. Me, I'm fucking nice. Excuse me, ma'am. I've got a quest to get to.
Favor to ask.
Okay, you need me to deliver a letter to...
Hey. Maybe.
It was like somewhere around here. Uh-oh. Is there someone down here? Is it
I'm
you?
going to catch me some. I appreciate this.
Okay, well I do have to first I'll figure out where Manuela is so I can train with her. Oh, also I've got a couple, you know what, I've got a couple, support conversations to do.
Professor.
It's
him.
fine. I'll talk to Nasty Man. Sure.
Professor, I understand that you were looking to speak with me. Perhaps you would like some insight on how to write your next lecture? While I do have a great many ideas, it would be
I know I just started learning the language, but I've got to say, I think you're mispronouncing some words.
You're cooking this wrong.
I think you're cooking your traditional dish incorrectly. Let me correct you.
Of the noble House Gloucester, it is bred in me to treat all people with respect. Rest assured, you will not find anyone more upstanding than yours truly. Perhaps the issue is that the splendor of my noble presence is driving the ladies to distraction. If that is the crime, I do confess. I hope I've not troubled the ladies' hearts unduly. Outrageous! That's absurd! Who would dare to allege such slander? Of all the... Well, I suppose I have offered several of them the honor of dining with me. It is impossible to tell if even the most well-bred young lady is a suitable companion for me, merely by the sight of her. So, in order for us to get to know each other properly, it is appropriate that we dine together.
Do you think
Lorenz, your head is a blue almond.
Do you think Lorenz like has a trad wife thread? Do you think? Do you think he like eats some delicious traditional wife meals? Some hashtag trad wife cooking.
Repeat invitations.
Lorenz is definitely a mod on several subreddits.
What? Ridiculous! Dinner invitations from me a problem? The very idea. I am a perfect gentleman, the son of a noble line. I'm a wit like a rapier, and it takes
See, I told you
to see that I'm gorgeous. No, I cannot believe such a thing. Are you sure this isn't the result of some sort of scheme?
Lorenz digs in and takes a big
It
bite
cannot
of
be
a plate of rice.
Someone has
Ooh, this is too
clearly
spicy. Is there
devised a
paprika in
conspiracy
this?
against me. Someone who envies my position, who seeks to soil my sterling reputation with foul rumors. How crude. Please, Professor, it is beneath you to fall victim to such petty and obscene tactics. I implore you to take greater care in the future. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a great deal of work to do. Farewell.
That's me as well. That also me.
For Lorenz, they decided to break new ground by doing a reverse social link where you like them less and less as it goes on.
Bold. How's Ignuts doing? Yo, what up, Nuts?
Okay, I've decided on the composition. That's right, the composition for my next paint. Wait, Professor? How long have you been standing there? You haven't been watching me, have you? No, I misspoke. Did I say painting? I meant to say, well, I've thought for a while that it might be nice to paint the scenery here. The contours of that tree, set against the stark shapes of the faraway peaks. Of course, I only paint after I've finished my chores. I'd never put my art before my responsibilities. My studies are paramount.
Now Chad is reminding themselves. Thank you for posting. Oh no, don't look at the backgrounds in chat to remind everyone to look at the backgrounds during support
Everyone has
conversations.
hobbies, right? I'm sure you
Oh,
have
the
one.
zoom doesn't even line up right. Yeah.
Oh, well, perhaps it's different for you, Professor. But it's perfectly normal for people to have hobbies. Reading, for instance, or fishing, or taking midday
I
naps.
never fish. Never. Ever.
Taking art.
Don't you
Hobbies
dare.
are healthy.
Don't you
They're a good
dare
way of
call
relieving
me
stress.
Fisherman.
You might consider taking up a hobby, Professor. Anything to clear your mind. Think about it. It's much easier to focus if you're feeling refreshed. There isn't a rule against hobbies, is there? If you tell me to stop, I'll stop. I shall never again put brush to canvas. Really? It's okay for me to paint? Well, I mean, if you're sure. But really, it's nothing more than a little diversion, a frivolous pastime. I think I ought to go back to my quarters now, if it's all the same to you.
Oh man, Hilda. Oh. Hilda and the Nasty Man Part 2.
God.
Thank you, Lawrence. You've done so much
For what it's
me.
worth, Hilda just
You've
repeatedly
been a
plays him, so it's
tremendous
pretty
help.
funny.
It was but a trifle. Surely there was no small amount of danger, but in the interest of experience, I was happy to endure.
You're so strong that I can't help but feel safe in your presence.
Yes, of course. Although, no matter how much brute strength we bring to bear, it is important that there be a leader on the field as well. Without someone possessed of my sound judgment and adaptability, we would surely be lost.
Surely, yes. My thoughts exactly. But,
What is it?
I'm going to keep providing support from the back. You wouldn't mind doing more fighting for me, would you?
Oh, well, physically, I can, certainly. But if you mean on an everyday basis...
I knew you would. You have the generous soul of a true noble. I'll have to write back home and sing your praises.
Really? You mean to your father and brother?
Oh, yes. I have to write my big brother pretty often, as a matter of fact. He gets upset if I don't. And yet, I never have much to write about. I've been really straining for topics. That must strike you as a terrible nuisance, the idea of me blabbing about you in my letters.
Nuisance? Oh, hardly.
You would
Your
hate
brother is
if
one
I
of the
told a
foremost
bunch of
commanders
people
of
in
the
power that
Alliance.
you were smart and
I can
cool,
think of
right?
no
You would hate
higher
that.
accolade
You hate it when I do
than
stuff like that.
his noble
Me, the Nasty Man? Oh no, I like it actually.
Thrilling exploits. Although, if you can't help, that's okay too. I'll
What a
find something
dingus.
else to write about.
Oh, fear not. I shall show you exploits of a nature more thrilling than you could ever dream. Incidentally,
Yeah,
when
Hilda,
you
I
write to
literally
me, please
watched
do not
you
refer to me
lift
merely
up an
as
axe,
Lawrence.
lower it, and
Please
a
use
horse
my
was
full
gone.
name.
So, like,
Lawrence
I don't know
Velocity.
why you're so insistent
This
that
will
you
be an
can't
excellent
attack.
opportunity to advance the status of the Gloucester name.
What a funny boy.
B+. Oh, this is gonna be a nice one. The Quiet Children.
Hey, Marianne? Are you there?
Yes. Can I help you?
Do you have a minute?
Huh? Oh, I...
Then, if you don't mind, would you come with me for a moment?
So, did you need something from me?
Yes, indeed. I have an urgent request.
Have I done something?
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. Really, you don't have to worry. Would you close your eyes, please?
Then how will I know where I'm going?
Just take my hand. That's it. There, right there. Perfect. Now open your eyes.
Ah, the town is glowing from the sunset.
Yes. Isn't it beautiful?
Very much so.
I was looking at it earlier and I thought to myself, I have to show Marianne.
But why me?
Because you're always looking at your shoes. You never get a chance to appreciate the scenery.
Oh,
See, the best thing about the scenery is, it's always changing. With the weather, the time of day, the season. So every view is unique. never to be repeated. If no one sees it, it's lost.
You could have just enjoyed it on your own.
I wanted to share this beautiful landscape with you.
Thank you. I'm not sure what to say.
Hey, that's okay. I won't try to express this beauty in words either. Just look and remember. This will make for a nice memory. And maybe remember that I was here too.
I will. I really will.
Good stuff.
That was very cozy.
Yeah, that's kind of how a lot of this game is. Like, the students interacting with each other is almost always just, like, pretty nice. Alright, well, I gotta turn in this mission. It's like I'm stuck on some wall. Hold up. Each house is like different students and like a different story element. Like, I think it's like the main beats are still the same, but like you know, obviously you're talking to different people and probably getting different information. And I think you can like recruit students from other houses too, if you care enough to. But I just want to develop the kids in my house first and foremost.
Something appears to be wrong with my throat.
Singing's okay, but I should really have a cute dance to go along with it.
You all are so bad at this. Let's get some meals in. And I think I need a greenhouse still. I already did it. Okay. In that case, just need to run to a dining hall. It's right over, oh, right here. There we go. Damn, is anyone on my team not, like, currently fully motivated? Is the problem my team is doing too good? Shit. Shit.
I gave him too much lunch.
Too much lunch. They're all too powerful. I guess I'll, start chatting with more of the, folks around the periphery. We'll bring the loudest person and the quietest person together to the same table as a joke.
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
Okay, now I have one time point left, I think. Yeah, so I can Go get my training in wherever I find Manuela. How do I locate? There it is. Okay. Bottom right corner here.
I always thought I was pretty good, you know? Then I'd go and get stabbed. Oh. But my opponent was the Death Knight, so I figure I did pretty well to only get stabbed. I wonder if it's true that he is actually Yuritsa. Whoever he is, I'm going to make him pay. It turns out that when I get stabbed, I get really mad. I'm not going to let him get the better of me again.
Yeah. I will absolutely help you stab this guy. This unit now excels in the faith skill. I don't know what that... White magic avoidance plus 20?
Such power dwells within.
Is that the thing? Shit, newbie isn't here. I don't know if that's the thing I was supposed to be shooting for or not. Either way, 20% avoidance. To some kind of magics? That seems pretty good. That's the stars? Okay. We can auto-instruct here. Oh, I'm harder to hit when I have white magic equipped.
Professor, may I ask you a question?
I want to be able to talk to males and make friends, but my brother always causes such a fuss. Do you have any advice for me? You should have an honest talk with your brother and tell him to fuck off. Cool. Nice. C+, baby.
Professor.
Axe and flying skills, you say? Also, your reasoning behind it of, God, walking with an axe is fucking garbage, but riding a dragon with an axe? Now that sounds like a good time. You mean I don't even have to walk? Oh, I'm in. Like,
Hilda seems to be very good.
Thank you,
I like
Lady
Hilda.
Bernadetta.
Mhm.
I will take my leave.
Oh, good. Bye! Goodbye! Finally. Oh, that was awful. Just terrifying. Please don't sneak up on me like that! That lady asked me to show her around. I tried to be polite, but strangers are just so nerve-wracking. Now that you mention it, I think you're right. I don't know if I ever had felt scared around you. I wonder why. You know, Professor, you might be the first person I've been able to speak to normally since I got here.
speak to normally. By the way,
why.
she means I have conversed with her through a door at least 3 times since I've been here. You know what though?
Started out here,
We're getting
we had to
there.
do drills.
She's doing her
Outside.
best.
Yeah.
I skipped those every chance I got. It's a terrible idea going out in the forest with all these people you don't even know. Thanks to you, though, I can actually make it through class now. I'm grateful for that. I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here. Sorry. I'm okay. I am okay. I'm doing just fine. I feel safe here, thanks to you. What? You saw that? Why would you see that? You were watching me? That crosses the line, Professor. Singing? Me? Why would I be singing? I'd never be singing. I've never been so humiliated! Useless, worthless, unmarriageable!
Just go to the professor, just staring ahead, just,
She's having a rough
Together,
time.
We'll do just fine.
I'll do what I can.
Horse.
It's finished.
How's this gonna help?
How's this gonna help, she says, about being able to delete 2 horses with 1 swing. Well, it's been a pretty good sesh of that Fire Emblem. So thanks for hanging out for that. Thanks, Minimat, for hanging out. If you aren't already following Minimat on Twitch, Minimat with 3 T's at the end. And
my brand.
None of us get our brand here. It's just part of life. And yeah, let me go ahead and host y'all over to Andy is playing through A Link to the Past and Super Metroid crossover randomizer, because that's a thing that exists, and Andy can't not run every randomizer on the planet. Literally, he has to. All right, well, I'll catch y'all later. I'm gonna go edit a podcast about watching Grown Ups, the film. Yeah, bye.